pick up a box to put the cake in because I made the sheet cake that my aunt asked for, and it's coming out pretty nice. I'm putting strawberry jelly in the middle, as you guys can see right here. And I only have one sheet cake pan, so I have to bake them one at a time. I couldn't do like a double batter, one lick, and then have the batter sitting aside. So I had to make one batter, bake the cake, then make another batter. I really should invest in another sheet cake pan. So if I want to do a sheet cake, I can do both cakes at the same time. But anyways, still early in the day, and I've decided to put strawberry jelly in the middle. I'm not going to put lemon curd. Lemon curd is basically condensed milk with lemon juice, but I don't have any extra condensed milk because I boiled both cans last night to do the frosting, because it's going to be a milk cake. So when I go back, I'm going to be frosting the cake. There's one right here, babe. I'm going to be frosting the cake, and then we'll put it in the box where it's gonna arrive safely, hopefully. So I don't have any headache today, thank you Jesus, but I did break a vessel in this eye and I look jacked up in this eye. So thank God I don't have to be on camera for my show next week because I've already recorded. I don't mind being on the vlog like that, but not on my cooking channel. My cooking channel is so professional, you know. Let me run into the store. It's a busy weekend at Walmart, Hanjo. I guess because it's Cinco de Mayo weekend. So I couldn't vlog when I was in there because we didn't take a cart in, because all I really went in for was the box to put the cake in, and then I realized I need stuff to wash the dishes with, like the cloth, and I needed something to clean the leather part of my big couch because it's looking kind of funny, like that might start shedding too. I can't have all these leather things start shedding on me. And so our hands were full, so I couldn't vlog. And when I got up to the register, there was a lady there, and she had like 2 little dog bowls with her. Then she left her spot and she went like if she was gonna try to go change it, right? So the line was moving slowly anyways, so I left her spot open on the counter. When she came back, I said, you can take your spot back, I know that you were there. And she seemed so blessed by it, you know. And there was not anybody behind me. She could have gone behind me, but oh, there was another lady behind us, and we struck up a conversation about her dog, of course, because she was buying a dog bowl. And she said she and her husband were truck drivers on the road. And I said, what do you guys do to kill time? Because I know about truck drivers, and what they do is watch YouTube. And she goes, I said, YouTube? And she said, yes. And I said, here's my card. I said, watch my cooking channel and come join us at the vlog, because we've been really getting to know each other at the vlog, and we've been talking about God and the goodness of God and stuff. And she was so thrilled. Her name is Teresa and the husband is Wayne. So if they see this, shout out to you, pretty lady.
A wedding?
Huh? A wedding? Yeah. Poor thing. They don't know what they done did. Poor thing, Hanjo.
That's sweet 16.
That's what Joe says whenever he sees someone getting married or someone that's pregnant. Poor thing. You don't know what kind of trouble you done bought. You guys, you blessed me this morning. The handful of you that came back and said, because of my little stories, you're reading the Bible. Oh my God, that is so cool. I'm gonna teach you guys the easiest way that I know how to read the Bible, all right? When I get in, I'll share with you guys which book you should read first, and then what to go to next, and how to hop around in the Bible. I mean, of course, if you want to start at Genesis and then get stuck in I think it's Leviticus, when they have all those begats and the begat. Oh God!
I skip out.
Oh my God! You're gonna fall asleep on that one. I'm telling you.
I really don't have to know all that. This one begat.
I can tell you right now. Start in the book of Proverbs, because there's 31 chapters in Proverbs. They're short and sweet enough that you won't like lose your mind trying to read a chapter a day. And then you start like at the first. Well, we're already at this. Today's already the 6th, right? Today's the 6th. So you're gonna have to go back and make up like 5 chapters, but they're easy. They're easy if you want to go back and make it up. If not, start at chapter 6 today. Well, it's going to be chapter 7 for you guys by the time you see this vlog. So this is the cake. It's 2 layers and it's a whole sheet. Let me put it in the box.
I just put on this ring and my finger started to itch.
Because is it itching because it's too cheap?
Something, I don't know why it's itching, but it's itching.
Okay, come. Put your hand. See?
You want to
wait. See? You guys, oh crap. We have the same ring, right? When we hit our 25th wedding anniversary, I had the smart idea that I wanted to go with silver wedding bands. They were only $84 at a roadshow at Costco. Mine is perfectly fine, does nothing to me. His eats his finger. Well, he's gonna lose a finger tonight. The gold band that he bought when we got married, every now and then that will eat my finger. I think it's like the nickel or something that's in it that affects us. So he goes, the ring's eating my finger. Do I have to wear it? I'm like, you look too cute. You have to wear your ring tonight. So we're heading down to my cousin Effie's party. They say it starts at 5. I had heard 6 before. I don't care. I'm gonna get there when I get there. I'm tired of being that person that shows up on time for a party, and then when you get there, you still have to help set up things. I'm sorry. I'm petty AF. I don't want to set up anything, because when I have my parties and the people arrive, the food is piping hot and ready, and the chairs, table, everything's covered and ready, and you know, only mama used to be there going, what am I gonna eat? What am I gonna eat? Because these people are taking too long to come, you know. So I'm sorry, I'm already taking this cake. It's in the trunk, and we're gonna probably have to park far away. I don't know who's gonna carry that cake from far away. You're gonna pull me up by the gate so I could get off or something? I sounded like a Mexican just now. Get off. That's what they say. Get off the car. They don't say get out the car. Get off the car. I had a Mexican friend that would say weird things. I'm gonna take Danny a bath. That's what she said. I'm gonna take Danny a bath instead of give Danny a bath. Or Danny was her son. Anyways, to Panorama City, y'all. We're in Joshua's car. We're in the Grand Prix.
Unless we fight one another.
Leaving Dad. Where did you park? You park?
Down here.
Down here.
Okay, I'll walk past that, huh?
See, Daddy, I came to pick up my water bottle from Daddy because I forgot it there. Stopped by just to pick up my water bottle, but we visited for a little while, and then now we're heading to the party. I don't know what time the boxing match starts for us, because I know I was talking to Tracy just now by text, and she said it was starting for them at 9 o'clock their time. It was 6 o'clock my time when I was talking to her. So we have what, about 20 more minutes if we don't hit traffic from here to the party. About 20 minutes from here to the party if we don't hit any traffic.
Start around 9 o'clock.
So 9 o'clock our time too, because it was 9 her time.
Who we talk about?
Tracy, from my friend from YouTube. But she's like in Florida, so it was 9 her time. So that means we are seeing it live on tape. He don't know. This is my little cousin Nevaeh. Her name is Heaven spelled backwards. And she's also my goddaughter. Oh, what is? Something else came on my phone. Yes. So how old are you now? Relax your shoulders because your
12.
neck disappeared. 12? And she's like 6 foot tall already. How tall are you?
I don't even know.
You're taller than me, and I'm only 5'2". That's nothing to measure up to. Nevaeh and I have been having conversation, and Nevaeh is also Joe's goddaughter. You know. You know Joe's your godfather too. You know. Nevaeh wasn't aware that my mom had passed. It's like, what rock have you been living under, child? Delita. No, I've had this one for a while. Jeremy gave me for Christmas or birthday. The birthday girl. How old did you turn? 40?
18.
Hey, you know what your boyfriend said? Your boyfriend Shamar Moore, he had a birthday, you know. He's April born. I don't know what day, but it was recent. And he said it was the 27th anniversary of his 20th birthday. Oh. He turned 47. So how old did he turn? 45? 46?
46.
46? You want Hinena run? You should drop Robbie and pick him up.
Where are you at?
You should drop Robbie and pick him up. Hi EJ. Yes, I know your name. All cousins. People are in there watching fight. I tell you, that he favor Lord. He favor like Troy them. He favor the Lords.
I should have only demanded.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Effie. Happy birthday
No, we just the film. We just left the party right now at 12:48, almost 1 o'clock. Joe just asked me, what time is it right now? 1 o'clock? This is well past my bedtime.
You heard?
So this is the kind of weather that we're going home in. And we saw a car on this side of the freeway facing us. That was scary. It was off to the side. I don't know if he spun out or what. We're back in town, and yeah, the rain was off and on pretty much the whole way. Jada just left to go to the gym. It's almost 11 o'clock and I'm awake, just barely. I think my dad didn't realize that I went to bed closer to 3:30 in the morning, so he called me at 7 to find out how to measure a tablespoon of something out of my book. I don't like that these people have my personal phone number to be calling asking me about recipes. That don't fly with me right now. he's like, how do I? And I said, Dad, you're a mathematician. Use the measuring spoon thingy. And he goes, I don't have one of those. I go, Mommy had that. He goes, I don't know where that is. So I taught him how to use a teaspoon that you would measure, you would stir coffee or tea with. Because if you use that teaspoon, especially for like baking powder, and you do it kind of scooping, it'll measure close to a tablespoon, American tablespoon, because I know that in Australia and stuff it's different. So anywho, I'm fixing to finish this vlog, the one from yesterday, because I want to separate these vlogs. And I'm almost done editing except for this little piece right here that I'm chit-chatting with you guys. And then I'm going to drop it in, save it, upload it, publish it, go to bed, because my breakfast has already digested. Go to bed, and then I'm going to come back and edit the Cheez-Its for the cooking channel tomorrow. And then you'll see a vlog pretty late tonight or early tomorrow morning for today, whatever I record today. Might be with me just sleeping, you know. So, but I really wanted this to be separate because I'm not going to turn on the monetization on this because I want to leave some of the music in. You got to see some of this dancing that was going on last night. And on a piece of the clip, I had to let the editing program adjust it because I couldn't put on lights in there when the people were dancing. You know, sometimes in real life situation, you just can't have good lighting. And so I had to like click this little button in the editing program. I just found it by mistake. And it lit up the room so it looks more black and white and grainy. But just bear with it because you had to see Joe do his thang. So Joe, could you please stop clicking that remote? Whenever he clicks the keyboard or click the remote when I'm taping, I don't know, it's distracting to me. I just like focus on that. So anyways, I wanted to just tell you like really briefly who some of those people were, okay, and their connection in our lives. So my Aunt Lita, of course, is my mom's younger sister. My mom had 3 younger sisters. Lita, Babze, which I'm named after Barbara Marie. She died at age 6 in 1959, so she was after Lita. And then my Aunt Jenny. And, you know, there's boys splattered in between, but I'm just like telling you the sequence of the girls. And my Aunt Lita and my mom were estranged for many years, and then on my mom's deathbed in the week that she died, they reconciled, and I was really, really grateful for that. So I don't want to get into no sadness. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you can see my eye from this distance where the camera is, but the bloodshot had spread. And if you're grossed out by stuff like this, look away right now because I'm going to show you how it looked yesterday. It started as this one little spot, and then now it's just spread. It doesn't hurt, but it does make my eye feel tired and kind of, it feels like there's soap in my eye. Like it's kind of tickles and itches a little bit, but I'm not scratching. So this is like the 3rd time in my life I've had this, so I'm not afraid. The first time I was very scared. So anyways, Joe, correct me if I'm wrong when I'm telling the story, okay? Joe's sitting in the living room. Joe knew my Aunt Lita's husband, his name is Philip. Joe knew Philip's cousin, Lucy, and her husband. But Joe knew them through the husband, right, Joe? Joe knew Lucy through the husband because Joe knew the husband since, because, wait a minute. Oh, Lord, this is getting deep. The husband is related to your younger siblings, right? Yeah. Joe has 3 younger siblings, but one of them is already dead. And that guy is related to them through their dad because Joe and the siblings have different dads. So Joe knew the guy. I knew the guy too when I was a kid growing up because he did business with my dad and my dad had his band and stuff. So Joe knew him, so Joe knew his wife through him, and then Joe met Philip through the wife, and then Joe met my aunt. Joe is actually the godfather to Philip's cousin and the husband. Did I name them? Lucy and Turo. He's the godfather to their older son, and they actually were the ones that were DJing. And so Joe met my Aunt Lita. My Aunt Lita was a pain because she never drove. You know, she still doesn't drive. There's just like some people in my family that have never learned to drive. Like my mom never learned how to drive, you know. So Lita would want to ride everywhere, and she called Joe one night to ask him for a ride over to our apartment. And that's how we met. But this is not about how me and Joe met, so let's table that for another conversation. I want to go back into Lita. So Lita left Belize when I was, God, I don't know how old. I'm 5 years older than Effie, and Effie was 1.5 years. So I was almost 7 when she left Belize. So I vaguely remembered her when we came to America when I was 15. Effie, the one that turned 46, is 5 years younger than I am. And we were actually flower girls, or I think we were maid of honors. I don't think we were flower girls. We were maid of honors in my Aunt Jenny's wedding. I guess she didn't have nobody else to go to because she had her husband's cousin that was 1 year older than I was, the husband's sister that was 1 year older than I was, and then I was 10, and then Effie was like 5. So Effie might have been a flower girl, but the rest of us were like bridesmaids. Did I say maid of honor? I'm still asleep. Bridesmaids. We were bridesmaids. I think that was the only time I was ever a bridesmaid in a wedding, when I was 10 years old, and that's it. So anyways, Yeah, back to Lita. So Lita left when Effie was a year and a half, and Effie's sister was 6 months. And I don't think they saw each other for probably another 15 to 17 years. I'm losing track of the time frame. So then we went to Florida from Belize in 81, the end of 81. And then we stayed there for about a year, and we went to San Antonio, Texas in the first part of 83. Couldn't really make it work there after a month, so we came here to California. Lita says, come to California, it's booming here. We've got work, we've got everything here. Came here, and this is the best thing that ever happened to my life. California is the place for me to be. And we lived with Lita for about 4 months. And Lita had 2 other kids with the same husband, and they were 6 and 5, a girl and a boy. The girl was sitting on the tail end of the table at one spell. She's the one that we prayed for that had the lymphoma. And then the boy, he wasn't at the party last night, but he has a bunch of kids, and one of them is Nevaeh. And I think this is why I'm telling this whole darn story. Nevaeh was born 12 years ago on January 3rd, and she was the 5th child, I think, or the 6th child for the mom, because the mom had an older daughter that wasn't for my cousin, and then she had 4 boys, Joe? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 boys. Oh my God, it was a lot of kids. And she really wanted a girl, you know, with my cousin, and she got a girl. And she stayed awake long enough to tell them, name her heaven spelled backwards, Nevaeh. And on the 6th day, I think, after Nevaeh was born, the mom died. Something failed in her heart. It wasn't a heart attack, but something failed. We still don't really know what killed her. And Nevaeh's been left without a mom since day 1. So everybody kind of like crowded around her to take care of her. And when she was about probably 3 years old, my mom forced Jay to baptize all those kids at the Lutheran church. She's like, these kids need to be baptized. And me and Joe were the godparents to Nevaeh. We got the prize. We got Nevaeh. And so I haven't seen her in a while because they moved all the way to Lancaster. But I ask Effie about her all the time and try to send her little treasures. And so last night, Joe won the pot that they had for the boxing match. Effie collected $5 from 12 people, most of them men. And she put it in the kitty. And then she put the number from 1 to 12 in a little hat. And they get to pick randomly the number, and whatever number you got is what you think the fight was going to end at. You know, who lost, who won. And Joe picked 12, and as you guys know who watched the fight went to the 12th round. So Joe won the kitty, and it was $60. So Joe won $55 because he had put $5 in too, right? And so I was like, yeah, look at my baby winning stuff. He never wins crap. So he gave Nevaeh $10 out of his winning. He goes, I sowed a seed to my little goddaughter for $10. Nevaeh was so excited to get $10, you know. And yeah, it was really nice to see Nevaeh. I saw one of her other brothers there too. The rest of the kids weren't there. And then Effie's sister Marcy was there with all of her kids. And so some of those kids were hers. This big tall boy that was dancing, I don't think I really showed him too closely. That's one of her kids. And Effie doesn't have any kids. And Effie has really a testimony to tell because Effie came to America in 2003. By then, my Aunt Lita had divorced Philip. They were married for 15 years. Right when I got married to Joe, she divorced Philip. After a few years, she moved to Belize and she lived there with, you know, not lived with them, but lived where the 2 older daughters were in Belize, of course. And so now the 2 kids that were born and raised here, they were here and the mom was there. So it got flipped. And Effie came to America in 03 and her mom wasn't here. And Effie came because she had a brain tumor. She just suddenly couldn't see. They tested her eyes and saw that it wasn't a vision thing with glasses. They tested her brain and, you know, did a CAT scan, found out she had a tumor. It was benign, but still it was sitting on the optical nerve. She came to America. They did cutting-edge surgery on her, and they couldn't cut the whole tumor out because it was sitting on the optical nerve, and they would have to cut the nerve, and then that would mean she wouldn't see forever and ever and ever. So they left it there hoping it wouldn't grow back. Within a year, it grew back to the size of a grapefruit. And so they said they were going to do some type of gamma something to nuke it, but then they really couldn't do that because they would have damaged the optical nerve again. And so they did radiation for like 6 weeks right when Nevaeh was born. Effie had this newborn to take care of, a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 9-year-old. And she was going through radiation for 6 weeks because she lived with her brother. And then my friend that's a prophetess laid hands on her and prayed and told Effie something that only Effie would know out of the family. And Effie's like, I believe her. And I said, why do you believe? She goes, only I know that, what she told me about a family member. And she believed wholeheartedly. And the tumor shrank to smithereens. And this is way after the radiation. The radiation wasn't working. And it got to a nothingness that they call it a non-something tumor. And so ever since 13 years, I think, the tumor has never come back, praise God. We're just going to keep believing that. Effie got back the majority of her sight. except she can't see white on white, like she can't see potato salad on a plate, you know, especially if it's not splashed in it with something of color. So she's like, I can't see white people. So that's a testimony right there. So we've been through a lot of tragedy in this family. That's what I want to leave you with this morning. We've been through a lot of tragedy, but we've endured, and we're going to keep enduring until it's our time to be called home by the Lord. So my cousin Effie, makes sure she celebrates every birthday. I'm sure we've been to one of her birthday parties before when she lived at Madeline, but she celebrates every birthday big time because she just loves the fact that she's alive. And she's 46 years old, and she could have been snuffed out in 03. You know what I mean? Same thing with me. I could have been dead at 18 when I had that surgery and, you know, stopped breathing. But I'm alive at 50, and no matter how bad things get, I'm going to be happy about that. So I'm going to end this one, and then I'll start a new one after I sleep and wake up. And then I'll see you guys later tonight or early tomorrow morning, okay? Bye, guys.
When the red button is on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, guys, see, I'm doing it. Ready. He doesn't want to go back on the boat. Splash.
So it's splash?
Yeah.